What's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you the best audio and video settings for Modern Warfare on the PlayStation. Uh, Before we start, I want to say that I'm close to 900 subs. I'm currently like at 860 something. So it'd be awesome if I do reach 900 subs, even though I've barely uploaded on this channel. And I don't know if I'll upload consistently. It's like I'm going back and forth with this YouTube thing, but I'm just doing it for fun right now. And this video I just hope helps those who are looking for the best video settings and audio settings for Modern Warfare. Now for the controller, uh, you can have it on default or default flipped. Your button layout is kind of your preference, but I've always run flipped ever since Black Ops 3. It's more of your sensitivity that you should be concerned about. It's you should want to have your sensitivity between 4 and 7. No, like nothing lower or higher than that for the competitive standard. And then your multiplier, that depends on you. But for me, I keep it regular, except the high zoom, I move it 0.1 up, and I think you should change that. So as an example, if your low zoom was 0.75, I think that you should have your high zoom at 0.85 because it just allows you to move more of your scope and hit those shots. Your aim response curve type you should have on dynamic or standard. It depends. If you're more of the standard guy that's always been with standard for aim assist for Call of Duty, then stick to standard. But dynamic, I feel like helps me with my shot and helps me beam. So you should have vibration completely turned off because in specific situations where those 1 to 2 shots matter, the vibration could mess it up completely. Now, speaking for aim assist, you should just have that on standard. For weapon mount activation, I have on ADS melee. You could also have on double tap ADS, it's your preference, but most people do use those two. Now, speaking about reload behavior, contextual tap is only used in Warzone. I just recently played Warzone, but for multiplayer in general, you should use tap to reload. Now going to slide behavior, everyone should use tap, and that's what every competitive player does use mostly. I have on a hold right now because, well, I just feel like I can control my movements more, and I think my movement's better if I use hold. Now transitioning to auto move forward and automatic sprint, you do want to have both of those disabled because the worst thing that could happen in Call of Duty is you mid sprinting and then someone killing you while you're mid sprinting. So you having those disabled and manually controlling that prevents that from happening. Now switching to general, for brightness, you should have it on 45. You want your brightness where it's not too bright, but it's not too dark. You want to have it right in the middle where you can see those dark corners, and also it's soothing to the eye. Now going to safe area, you shouldn't mess around with it at all. I moved my heights up and down to the max, but I didn't move my width. It's because if you put your gun in the center of the screen, just like say an MP5, and you shoot it, and the recoil goes up, you get to see more of the screen vertically. And film grain, you should have completely turned down. You shouldn't listen to those people that say move it by 0.2 or anything like that. Just have it completely turned down because you want to see the game as clear as you can. My subtitles are turned on because in my dialogue volume in the next audio screen, I actually have it off. So subtitles usually help me with like enemies calling in score streaks and the announcer telling me if there's a score streak being called in. For colorblind type, well, I'm actually colorblind, so you shouldn't be messing around with it unless you're actually colorblind and adjust it to your eye and see what's best for you. Going to world motion blur and weapon motion blur, you should have both of those disabled because it just makes you dizzy and nauseous and does hurt you in situations. As an example, say that there's someone at the corner of your screen, and if you were to have both the blurs on, you probably wouldn't have seen the person. So you do want to have that advantage, and you just want to see everything. Now going to minimap, you want to have it as a square because you just want to see the whole map. You want a map that allows you to see most of the enemies on the map or on the radar. and I believe that the round 1 was only for World War II. Now, switching to audio though, what you should have for audio mix is boost high. Boost high is the best one out of all of those that are available, uh, because it allows you to hear those footsteps, really hear those footsteps and that you depend on, say in Warzone. I mean, if you really want to, you could switch to boost, but I wouldn't really switch to. But master volume though, I have it at 13 because I don't like to listen to loud things. It's in Warzone. I was playing Warzone, and it was pretty loud, so I just had to turn it down a little. But for music volume and dialogue volume, you should have those completely turned off because they can get pretty annoying. So I do have that turned off. For effects volume though, you should have it completely at 100 because you want to hear everything that's in the game. For Juggernaut music, you have that disabled too. And the hit marker sound effects, I don't know if it was preset to MW or if I changed it back then, but I just keep it at MW. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There might be more to come. It depends. I might upload a gameplay, playing the Call of Duty League playlist or playing some 10s or anything like that. I mean, if there are any viewers, comment what you want to see. Comment if you want to see my live streams. But follow me on Twitter. Dropping the link. I hope you guys have a good day.